Cue the music, let's go. I'm your boy Ro, managing editor for the new OBB Legend and OG member of the Orange Bowl Boys, and welcome to Student of the Game Preview. Listen, thank you so much for following me on YouTube for years. This presentation is going to continue to move forward, but to watch the full-length video, it would mean the world to me if you go subscribe to the OBB Legend. Thank you. So, overnight, Southern Miss, they reinvented themselves. They went from a super rush team to here on 3rd and 9. They're going to pass the ball effectively for a first down. I want to pay attention to the defensive line first, because go back to last week, you got victimized by a running quarterback when you were in man coverage. Well, guess what Miami is in now? In man coverage. But they had a better plan in case the quarterback wanted to be mobile and break contain. And it started with the defensive tackles and defensive ends pushed out. Look at the angle that they're taking to the quarterback. Look at how they're approaching this upfield. There's one option, and that is for the quarterback to work up in the pocket, which he did. Now, if the quarterback tried to run outside, no chance. Here's a quarterback spy. Back this up to James Williams, who is in a linebacker variety, and he's a low hole player on 3rd and 9. He's looking to take away these shallow crossers. The right read was right there. Let's go ahead and see how that happened. Okay, at the top of the screen, bunch variety. Okay, 3-by-1 look, you're in a bunch. Gets a little confusing because you're going to have to play your zone first before you attach to a man. And what do I mean by that? So right here, he's taking the 1, he's taking this guy over the top. When the number 2 switches with the number 3, well, he's taking the 2. 3 is driving outside, putting leverage on the corner. I think this is when they get the advantage. See him? He's selling that outside move. It keeps you at bay just enough. Great anticipation to throw this ball. First down. All right. We're off and running. Let's go, Canes fans. So on this 2nd and 9, early in the second quarter, the University of Miami are attempting a shot play downfield. The concept, well, they're trying to clear the rail on this side. They're trying to send another wide receiver here. And Xavier Restrepo, he's going to take like a lazy drag route across the field, and then he's going to hit the juice and go down the sidelines. Now, the University of Miami has an allocation of resource problem, and I'll explain that here, because initially they have this covered well, but there's going to be a late stunt by a defensive lineman, and he's going to get home. So allocation of resources, there's 3 versus 1, 1-on-1, 2-on-1, oops. And thank goodness for Tyler Van Dyke's pocket magistry, because that allowed that play to get off the ground. So watch it again. This is perfect from Tyler. We're going to go ahead and back this up. He's going to go ahead, take a gun 5. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's trying to sell it. Oh, there's the pressure. Slide over. This is like drill 101. Tucks the ball to the other side to protect it so it doesn't get. Goes ahead and resets it. Throws a brilliant ball to the roomie. First down. Got to be able to show that on film when things are off schedule. I love it. I like to watch every interception. Maybe I'm a glutton for punishment. No, I just like to learn. I love to formulate, try to think what the quarterback was thinking. It's the former quarterback in me. And in this case, 4th and 4, Tyler Van Dyke, empty look. Pay attention to the Southern Miss defense. They're in an odd man look. Rush linebacker right here. You don't know if he's coming. You don't know if he's not coming in this variety. But 3-2, know where this guy is, especially on 4th and 4. Here's the roommate, Xavier Restrepo. And pay attention to Tyler, because at the snap of the ball, where is his head looking? Right there. He's looking at Xavier Restrepo. Now that rush linebacker, yeah, he didn't come. He attached underneath Xavier Restrepo. So that got Tyler to go ahead, come off his read. Now he's looking this way. Now this is what killed him right here. Because the safety over the top, he's starting to creep down over the top. This hitch again. Now he's completely where you don't want him to be. Reads the route right. You basically had a leveraged concept on the outside. You had somebody underneath, and you had a corner right over the top. He jumped the corner underneath astutely, picked the other way. Now, that's the bad thing. I want to point out something good, and it's along the offensive line, okay? Along the offensive line, I really like this by Justice Oluwaseun, okay? Because right here, they gave Tyler the protection on this one. This was not on any protection issue whatsoever. Right here, Justice is staring right here. Right when he notices the trajectory of that defensive end, he immediately comes back inside. Smart, heady play. Smart, heady play. I want to go ahead, and there's the pick. I want to show that again because I want to give the offensive line some props. Even in the bad things, you can see things in the background. Watch him. And Watch him full speed. Here we go. Comes out, looks. Nope, not coming. Boom. Good stuff there. Okay. This particular video goes out to Mando. Mando on Twitter, Mando Commando. You said you couldn't wait until I broke down this play on Student of the Game. So here we go. And you got to give credit to Josh Gaddis on the personnel because it screamed run heavy. Inez Cooper? Yeah. Well, here he is. Here's Will Mallory. Here's Arroyo. You could technically constitute this as 13 set personnel. 3 tight ends. I know he's big beef. I know you can look at him as an offensive lineman, but he actually has a low-numbered jersey just so he can fit it. It had no name on the back of it. It was thoroughly confusing me come game time. So you see this heavy personnel. You're selling the run. Now, the other thing that leads to this touchdown, pay attention to Key. Key's going to come out like, hey, got him. Yeah, because that wide receiver just being able to sell that like he's stock blocking there caused it. So you know what caused this? In parts? In whole? Go ahead and put in and sneak in some heavy personnel. You sell a run. This was definitely in the bag. And you know what's coming, Mando? Bang. I want to give defensive coordinator Kevin Steele credit on the design here. Before we get to the tackle for loss, and it happens down here, I want to focus on the defensive line because it was curious when I watched this. You have Jake Lichtenstein. He's in a one tech. He's over here. His defensive end, well, he's kind of pushed far out. You're leaving this big B gap, right? You're leaving a big bubble there at the line of scrimmage. Obviously, you back this up. The linebacker's going to be responsible in there. But watch what happens at the snap of the ball, right? It's a trap. They slanted in, right? They knew what they had there. They were trying to bait that. Now, what happens? Tyreek Stevenson blows this play up in the backfield. Sometimes the defensive coordinator is going to make a play call that beats and trumps yours. That's exactly what just happened. Because when you see this running back, they rehearsed this play in practice. I know they did. Because when he runs out, he's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm looking at this linebacker. And if he gets sucked in, this is my guy. I'm going to be the lead blocker. And then what happens? He's like, oh, where did he come from? Completely. He's like, yeah, my bad. Yeah, of course. You know where he came from? It was a cat blitz start. Tyreek Stevenson came in on a corner blitz. He blows this up. Great play call. You win on that one. Canes with the tackle for loss. And sometimes their play call, it's just better than yours, my play call. Just better than yours. That's not even the song to that, but hey, I got to have fun too, right? Empty look for Southern Miss. On the last third down on this clip, you saw the University of Miami in man coverage. Well, now they're in zone coverage. And a little bit of twist up front because they're simulating some pressure. When you put Corey Flagg in the trenches right over the center, they have to at least attest and account for the fact, what if he does blitz? Well, he doesn't blitz, but I want you to see something, right? Right there at the snap of the ball, he opens up in this direction, and rightfully so. It was a 2-for-1 advantage on Tyreek Stevenson. So he needs to open up in this direction because nobody's covering this guy. And this is when the play call is just better than yours because you're asking your safeties to kind of backpedal here. And now this is what ends up happening. Corey Flagg at this point is responsible for this receiver and this receiver. That is just too much responsibility and coverage responsibility for your linebacker to have. So then he turns around, throws the ball, easy pitch and catch over the middle of the field. Safety backed up, left that window. Like I said, perfect play call. Perfect play call from Southern Miss there. They extend the chains. I'm going to be honest. This one has me slightly confused. The University of Miami comes out in a really run-heavy strength to the field and essentially an unbalanced look. Here you go. The center is right here. You have a right guard, right tackle, tight end, left guard, left tackle. John Campbell's your left tackle on this play. And look at how Southern Miss combats this. They essentially have somebody head up over the guard, right? He's two-tech. You have nobody over the right tackle, nobody over the tight end. You have nobody out here as well. So their run strength for them is set to this side, and that's exactly where you run the ball. And Campbell goes ahead and gets a block at the initial level, then goes to the second level, passes it off, but I don't know who he passed it off to, and that's what allows the disruption in the backfield, tackle for loss. Now, again, On this play, let's watch where you set your run strength as an offense and watch how it got blocked. Double at the point of attack. You sealed it off. Yeah, I felt maybe you could have I don't know, directed the traffic that way. I don't know if Tyler has the ability to audible that. That front was obviously unique. Teams don't typically let that much unchecked on an unbalanced look happen. I think it confused the University of Miami, but it was stealing if you ran it the other way. This is going to be a different style of clip from me. One in which at the end I'm just going to kind of like spitball some ideas. So the University of Miami Hurricanes, they come out in 11-set personnel. Here's Henry Parrish in the pistol back, Will Mallory in line. Will Mallory's going to be wide open here. Tyler Van Dyke is going to go ahead, sell the play fake, come around the corner. Great play by the defensive end. Does not take the bait, blocks the ball. Now, I've seen this play action pass run numerous times. This isn't new to football. Offensive line is going to go ahead and shoot out in zone blocking style. Watch them come out lateral. They're shooting out horizontal. They're not trying to get physical. You're trying to sell this zone run. Tight end's going across the field. Just some touch. Tyler knows this, by the way. He's going to go ahead and get down. He's like, if I just put some air on this ball, this is going to be a potential first down. He knows it, okay? Everybody knows it. But let's back this up because when I watch this in parts, and I watch this play in parts, yes, it works, but having some counters off things. Defensive end is taught right. He's playing at Tennessee. He's going to listen, I'm playing the play action pass. Look, boom, suck in. I'm not going to take the bait. Now I'm going to wait for the play action pass. It's exactly what he does. And at this point, there's 3 versus 1, right? So utilization of your resources. I wonder if we could just say, hey, look, next time we catch this on film and this team wants to do this, we'll take like a counter step. Here's the freestyle part. A counter step with this right side of the line, and then they just lay this guy on his ass, right? Then he's blocked. He's on the ground. This is wide open, even more wide opener. I know that's not a word. It's more wide opener, and potentially we get, I don't know, I'm just spitballing, just throwing this off the top of my head, Canes fans. Ultimately a better ball. This is a first down. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. You know, Big Jake's going to get a sack on this play, but does it get assisted by the offensive line? You tell me. You know, they have half sacks. Half of the sack. Half of the sack. Half of the sack. Hey, man, just push him right into the quarterback. Here, you get him. And he got him. Sack. Attaboy. Just some really bad communication along the offensive line on this one. It leads to the sack. Running back has to factor a little bit more as well. I think when this Mike linebacker comes in, it gets the attention right there of the left guard and the running back. Now it's a little stunt between the defensive end and the defensive tackle is just nobody touches him. Just goes right in, easy sack. Can't let that happen. Like I said, simple communication. This is going to be a stunt. He's going to come here and then slide back inside. 2 versus 1. It's actually 3 versus 1. And you can't have that happen. Allocation of resources. I know I've heard some people talk about Tyler's quote-unquote other interception, but I actually want you to see how heady the quarterback is on that particular play. Because he's going to go ahead and try to hard count them and get them offsides. He does. He does. Now watch where his head goes. He's looking towards the sideline. Why? Because right there's the shadow of a flag. He sees that the flag is there. That's exactly what he was looking for. So you just go ahead and throw a ball up, throw a ball deep. You know it's a free play. Sure, it gets picked. Oh, he threw a ball in harm's way. That's exactly what you want your quarterback to do on that. Hey, somewhere Mark Richt is smiling. It's all vert, y'all. Everybody's going on a vertical route. Romello Brinson's going to be a recipient. Good ball. Ooh. So close. So close. So Kevin Steele, early in the third quarter, catching him with something. DJ Ivey with a remarkable play. He's going to allow the number 1 wide receiver on his side to run by him. You'll see it. Here you go. Great heady play, great diagnosis. Way to get this in the backfield for a tackle for loss. Now, something else to notice on this play. Pay attention to the offensive line blocking here employed by the left tackle. He's going to say, oops, swat. It's called a swat block. It didn't matter. We swatted that in your face. In your face. A lot of bonus quick hitter clips in this one. Look how strong Thaddeus Franklin is. Ask Will Mallory. Get out of my way. First down. Kevin Steele in his bag a little bit here. 2nd and 13. What set this up prior? 56 Nightmares. Leonard Taylor goes in, disrupts the play, manhandles Frank Gore Jr. I'm like, why you got to do Frank like that? On this play, on the back end, zone on this side. Here you're going to see it. See, definitely in zone coverage. Down here to the bottom, nickel corner, and match coverage, he's in man. So a little bit of a hybrid coverage there. I like it. Now, let's applaud the effort again. This was back-to-back plays. I don't know which one was more equally impressive. Yeah, there you go. There's the one where he throws down Frank Gore Jr. It's a double team, y'all. Look at this. 2 guys on him. Keeps the motor running. Disengages. Gets the sack. Great play. Physical play. Boom. So earlier on the drive, University of Miami got victimized by a jump ball, 50-50 ball, went to Southern Miss's way. But inside the red zone, great play by Tyreek Stevenson for the interception, and he gave himself up. I don't even know what that means. I don't think he gave himself up. University of Miami is in an odd man front. Let's pay attention to the interception first. All starts when Tyreek decides, hey, let me go ahead and put my head around. I'm in a good position. I'm in phase with the actual wide receiver. Good job. Great job. Yeah, you know what? I guess he did give himself up. He was about to give the ball to the referee. I don't know. Okay, let's back this up because I want to go ahead and highlight here the defensive tackle. Watch this. Ooh. Basically pushed him 4 to 5 yards back behind the line of scrimmage. That's impressive. I can't get the number on that, but great job. So the pump fake almost got Tyler Van Dyke again. You got to go back to the first half. Remember, it was a pump fake, holding it just a little too long, which brought the safety over the top and caused an interception. This time it's going to be a linebacker. But I got to give some defense to Tyler Van Dyke. Let's go over and look at the play. It's 11 set personnel. Here's Will Mallory. Here's the running back. Twins out here. Play focus is going to go to the top of the screen. They're setting up double moves, 2 of them, and that's where Tyler Van Dyke is looking. So here you go. You have a basically stutter and go, and then you basically have an out and up. Tyler's looking for Will Mallory. This is where his intended receiver is going to go. Refs, you blew the cash because I'm pretty sure, focus up here. I'm pretty sure you can't tackle a guy. Should have been a penalty. Absolutely 1,000%. I think that disjointed Tyler Van Dyke's decision matrix enough because that's where he wanted to go to the ball. But again, when it wasn't there, now that pump fake, it's bringing a linebacker with him. This is when the ball needs to be out next time because that little hesitation, that linebacker came over. There wasn't a penalty called. If that ended up being intercepted, that would have went the other way. Would have took points off the board. Miami would eventually go on and kick the field goal, 27-7 at that point. A lot of things to unpack on that one. Really quickly, I don't think it's the smartest thing in the world to set a pick on your own defender. Not DJ Ivy's fault on that one. And this is going to be the last clip of the evening. Now, it's going to end on a bad note. Well, we're going to end up on a sack. I was thoroughly confused by this because it's 30-7, 1st and 10, 4th quarter, 2 minutes and 9 seconds. I'm thinking we're going to completely run this out. And that's not what happened. Running back asked to go ahead and make a block in the middle. Parrish kind of whiffs on that a little bit. Great play here. Sack. Okay, go back a little bit. Let's watch here. Middle of the field. I think he had a tight end right now. Just go ahead and take it. It's right there. Right in the middle of the field. Offensive line's going to get a little bit of the heat on that one. I think we could have probably delivered the ball a little bit quicker. I'm your boy Ro, managing editor for the new OBB Legend. Thanks for watching. As always, stay dangerous, my friends. Bang.